Windows on upstairs. Everything's windows are all open upstairs.
Open stuff now. This open. How do you go, Josh?
Good. I'm in my running meeting.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Your Skype, whatever.
60 Minutes is on.
The heck is my other? Yeah. It's because I don't have my camera open. Yeah, that's right. I'm just trying to. There it is. All right, we're going to get rolling here in a second. Share my screen real fast. Ooh. Huh? Am I showing the wrong screen? Oh. Okay. You should share the right one. That would make sense. There we go. Gotcha. Thank you. All right, guys and gals. We get this thing rolling. Let's see. Let me bring up the chat too, in case anyone has questions. All right, good. So here we are, week 6. Weather's cooling down a little bit. Things are getting a little better, hopefully. A few things. We're going to be back at the track this week. So we were at Fallen Timbers last week, but this week we will be back on our normal track schedule. So we will be at the track on Tuesday and Thursday. The first 5 groups Tuesday. It's pretty much, I think it's everyone up to about 10-minute pace. And then anything after 10-minute pace is Thursday. Big workout though. Big workout if you haven't noticed it. This is one of my favorite workouts. When we do it indoor, it's a real challenge because the track's half the size. But outdoor, it still is going to be a challenge because it's more of a mental challenge than really a physical challenge. The toll is more just being able to go lap after lap and keep hitting those splits, because the intermediate and advanced plan will be doing 2 by 2 miles this Tuesday or Thursday. So the good news is you only have to do 2 intervals. The bad news is it is 8 laps for each interval. So you get 2 minutes rest between them, and then you'll do that. Now our novice plan with our open pace and low mileage runners, they're going to be doing 3 by 1K on the track. Okay, so with only a minute rest. So that's going to be harder for them. So that's 2.5 laps. So that's going to be tricky because I'm cutting the rest off for you now down to a minute. So not necessarily you're doing a harder workout in this respect of distance, but you're not getting as much rest now. We're going to go down to a minute with it. Okay, and that'll be more of a challenge for you there. So that'll be for our novice plan. And then, like I said, the intermediate and advanced stay at the 2 by 2 miles with 2 minutes rest. Okay, and that will be the track day. All right, no Monument Hill this week. You can see we'll be back at the beginning of October. We'll hit it again. Now, and if you haven't been listening to or if you haven't heard or gotten an email or anything, the river run was canceled. There's just no way they can get it up and going and get the number of people they need without taking a big hit, a loss. So, because it's just where Lucas County goes red, then it goes yellow, then it goes red, then it goes yellow every other week. So he keeps getting changes thrown at him. Clint does from the Lucas County Health Department. So he doesn't want to get everything going and then find out we're in red and we can't do the race now or something. He doesn't want to keep messing with people because it does get frustrating for all of us when we think something's going to happen and they say it is, and they say no, and they say maybe, then they say no. So instead of that, he's just saying no, it can't go off. So we're going to lose that race. So I'm hoping maybe in October we'll hit 2. I'm hoping right now, definitely McQueen's is going to happen. That's, I mean, unless something else happens and they get shut down and everything, McQueen's is going to happen. And I think Racing for Recovery will also happen. So that gives us 2 races next month. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep plowing through this month and training hard, and then we'll get to those races next month and maybe pick those 2 to highlight and get after those to see how we can do. Because like I said, we want to race when we can, since there's not hardly anything here to get to race that's not virtual. So we'll look at those, and I'll keep you updated as I learn information too. All right? Okay. Other questions about that? The race is coming up in that? Okay, good. You like my hat? Green Bay won today, by the way. Opening weekend. Go Pack, go. Okay? I had to throw that out there. Now, if you also noticed, we have our contest we had from last week was individuals, see who could do the best run of art. We had like 7 or 8 people do it, and I picked the top 3 that I felt were the neatoest. That's a word. Sure it is. We'll count it as a word. All right, and I'm going to show you them. I'll show you the pictures of them from 3rd place on up. All right, so I got to shrink my other screen up a little. All right, let's start with our 3rd place winner. Okay, let me bring it up on the screen. There we go. Except it's the other screen. I know, because it's on the other screen. That's what I said. Julie Yater. So Julie will get a $10 certificate to Dave's Running Shop when I see her next. Because she's at the track on Thursday. She was 3rd place. Her sunglasses, I like them. I like the color she made with the lines too. She has a little pizzazz to it. Okay. And then we have 2nd place. Oh, now it's popping up on the screen. I have to give it to the guy, to my favorite AD at Mommy, who puts my name and says Bob Rocks. That always is going to get you to win something. So he gets a $15 certificate. I think I already hold it to Dave's Running Shop. That's Matt Zindler. Thank you. I got my secretary in the back yelling things at me. So Matt, you will get that prize. And then our grand prize, which will be a pair of Gooder sunglasses, goes to, you know it, you know her and I love her. We have our very own Mary Dodds and her Snoopy/puppy. Okay, so I like the face, it looks good. And her son, I think her son said it looks like he was taking a little poop here, but we'll say that's his tail. We'll say it's his tail too. Okay, but Mary, I'll get a hold of Mary, and then we're gonna get her some Gooders from the store. So great job, you guys. I like the other ones. The Herman did a good one too, but I had to go with these 3. These 3 caught my eye a little bit more, and Miss Kirschenbaum did a nice one too. She actually, drew some extra in there for us to show us what it would look like. So that was kind of neat. You guys did a good job on that. But we'll come back with another individual challenge in a few weeks. But this week, we have another team challenge. Okay, we're going to keep building up that score to see who the team winner is to get that pizza dinner at the end of training. And right now, this week, we're going to go on a healthy kick. We're going to do another lifestyle challenge. Not an exercise one, but a lifestyle one. We did this, if you did remote training, the 5K one, you might remember this. We're going to come back to it because I thought it was a really good challenge. It made me pay attention to my fruits and vegetables because I'm terrible with fruits and vegetables. And I used another Beatles song. Do you like that? Strawberry and broccoli fields forever. Okay, like the Beatles song. So, because we're doing fruits and vegetables here. And I'm just going to tell everyone this. My wife had no idea. She never even heard of the song Strawberry Fields Forever, of the Beatles song. I was very disappointed in that. So hopefully you've heard of that before. But anyway, here's the goal. Here's what you can do. you're gonna keep track of your fruits and vegetables each day, and you can take in up to 5 servings. You can count 5 servings a day. So if we have Hollywall eating 5 fruits and vegetables every day, she would have 35 by the end of the week. Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to track your own and you're going to post it like we've been doing. Your coaches probably have a much, they've streamlined it to fit what they can get at easiest for you. So, if you're posting it in Training Tilt on the notes, that's usually the easiest spot, I always find. But some coaches might have it a little different, and that's fine too. But what you're going to do is you're going to count how many fruits and vegetables you take in a day. And I give you what a serving counts as. So each one would be a serving and would be 1. So usually a serving size of fruit is about a cup, and a serving size of a vegetable is about a half a cup. And so those would count each as 1. So, and I put 2 little charts on here too that kind of shows you what would be a serving, like a medium banana is a serving. So if you ate 5 bananas, that's 5 servings, you got your 5. Even a glass, you can drink a glass of juice, half a cup of fruit juice. Obviously you don't want to drink, 10 cups of fruit juice and say, I got my 5 fruits and vegetables in. It's a little too much fruit juice. It even says here on occasion, you don't want to overdo it, and no added sugars, dried fruit. So it gives you kind of the breakdown of what a serving is of fruits, and then over here, a serving of vegetables. So if you get 5 of those a day, if you only get 1, still count it because it goes to your team score a day. That's all right. Okay. So let's keep that going. You can get 5 a day. Like I said, if you could put it in your member athletes notes in the section on the Training Tilt calendar, that helps, because then everyone's kind of in the same spot and the coach has got to know where the same spot to go to. If your specific coach wants it done a different way, then that's fine with me. As long as I get the numbers by the end of the week, that's okay too. And then obviously the winning team will be the highest average. So last week, like someone noticed that the average of planks could have been 5. You could have done the lunges 5 times. Well, one team had 5.1. Because what I do is I allow the coaches to also do it, and I don't count them as people. So they get to throw in their totals, and then it goes into the average, but they're not counted in as a person in the program. So they can bump up your score a little. So they had almost everyone do them, and then they added theirs, and it took them a little bit over. Okay, so that's how that can be skewed a little bit that way. So the coaches are like a free bonus for each team. Okay, so if you get on your coaches too, make sure they're doing their part, but they usually are. That's why they're coaches. Okay, so anyway, those are your fruits and vegetables. I'm going to put this in Training Tilt. I don't think I loaded it in there yet. I did load in a very informative information. I have mine up. I don't have Sean, or I have other people's up. I don't have mine. This is my stuff. But if I go here, I'll show you what it looks like. I just wanted to show you what I put in there so you can look at it too. There it is. Sorry. Okay. Mine's a little different than yours. That's why I gotta, there it is. Go to different spots. But anyway, I'm going to show you the article. If you did the remote program, it was the same article that Dr. Ochi gave to us, and it was a pretty good article, so I thought I would throw it in there just for everybody else too, so you can see the information that he provides for everybody. It's pretty much basic sports nutrition. Dr. Ochi is a pretty respected doctor in the UTMC field, and he put this together for us, and it's pretty informative. So he goes into macronutrients and all kinds of good stuff like that. And he tries to condense it. It's not too lengthy. If you got some time, you can see here, it's like 4 or 5 pages long, but he's got charts and all kinds of other good stuff in there. I advise you to take a look at it, especially if you're into nutrition and what you think would be helpful for you as you're continuing your running. Okay. But that's there, and that's in Training Tilt. Like I said, I put all files in there. All files will be in that section. And I will put our Fruits and Veg Challenge one in there too. Okay, so that'll be in there also. All right. Let's see. Back to the plans real quickly. Thursday then, we're going back to a tempo run. Because remember, those are the big ones. Those are big ones for when we do distance training. We're going to do the intermediate plan is going to do 7 miles with 2 through 6. That's 5 miles at their half marathon pace. And the advanced plan will do 8 miles with 2 through 7 at their half mile pace. So they will do 6 miles at a tempo pace. Okay. The only other change between intermediate and advanced, on Monday, advanced does 6 miles. So you guys are only putting really 2 more miles in this week, but one of them is going to be a tempo mile, quality mile. Everybody advanced and intermediate is doing 12 miles. That's plenty because that's a 2-mile jump. That's a decent jump. So we're not going to jump anymore for anyone else. Our novice, we're staying at 7. So we're going to try, you bumped up to 7. We're going to give you a week to get used to 7. So we're going to do it, tackle it again. And you can kind of see I've done that in certain spots when we can have that available to give that 2-week bump. So we'll do that again this week, get you used to 7. Okay, and then your other is that Tuesday, Thursday, well, you guys would be Tuesday, but your Tuesday run will be 40 minutes. And that's going to keep creeping up as your kind of your midweek run, distance run a little bit. Okay, and then lastly, we have our Metro Parks. If you were there this week, you saw Carrie Alexander came out on Thursday and talked to everybody. She's in our program and she works for the Metro Parks. The big levy they're trying to pass, we're just kind of, backing them when we can. So any of you out there support the Metro Parks. This is their website, yesformetroparks.com, and it's FOR, not the number 4. So yesformetroparks.com. It has where you can get yard signs if you didn't get a chance to sign up for one on Thursday to put in your yard, to donate, to volunteer. This is going to be a pretty cool levy. From what Carrie said, they're going to be doing a lot with the downtown area, connecting parks and making it real accessible for a lot of people, which is really cool to revitalize the downtown area in Toledo. And then obviously for the upkeep of all the parks they're doing. So take a look at it, whether you're going to vote yes or no or otherwise, but it's just there if you want to look at it and read through it. And they are, doing their best to cooperate with us and get us in the parks whenever they can. Okay. So they're definitely a friend of Dave's running shop. I think, that's about it right now. We're kind of in training mode, cranking away. You can see here with the programs, we're full steam ahead. We had our down week last week. We're going to start bumping up a little, going up here and there, staying the same as it seems, but we're going to get going and we're going to keep pushing forward. Okay, gang? Now, does anyone have any questions for me for anything coming up, anything like that? No? Well, good. We're going to have some things coming up too. We have maybe another challenge coming up with through Run Toledo that some of you might be interested in, football type challenge where we run to different stadiums virtually and see which team can get there first. So there might be some cool things out there for us to jump into once we get them solidified, especially if we can't, with schools going back in session, the red and orange and that keeps fluctuating with the COVID. So it's getting sketchy right now, but we'll get something. Doesn't it give the smaller teams an advantage to count the coaches for each? Yeah, a little bit. What it can do is because of the ratio of it, if you have a smaller team, your coaches, if they do theirs, will count a little bit more. But the bigger teams, the one biggest team there's only one team that's really head and shoulders above the rest, and that's the novice team. Not the novice team, but the ones using the novice program. That would be our open pace group. They have 3 coaches, so we kind of didn't. And I'm also letting them pull out some people who have been inactive since the start. So I'm trying to make it as even as possible. It's not going to be 100% perfect. I know that. So we'll do the best we can to make it the easiest we can for everybody. But yeah, it does. If you have 2 coaches and you don't have a lot of people, it definitely does skew a little bit more. But we'll keep on. We'll keep working. Okay. And if we have, we can start. I can start not counting coaches if it gets like a little too much easier for some teams. Too much easier? That doesn't sound good either. Okay. But so that's the challenge. If you have questions, let me know. I'll post the link of the video for those who didn't get to see it. And I will see you guys Tuesday, Thursday, and then please don't forget the playlist. Yes, we have runners on here that are looking for people's songs and their playlists. So, I would say we should do that on the training groups page on Facebook. People post their songs or something, or we'll try to get something on here. Maybe we can have a big old sheet of people's songs. Like I can make a doc up and people can put their song on it and open up the doc and everyone can have editing rights. We'll do that. That way people can find new songs for their playlists. That's a good idea, Padma. I like that idea because people are always looking for new songs to listen to. Give me a day to let that sink into my head. Because I got the holiday program starting tomorrow. So give me a day or two to get the holiday program going and then we'll be back with this. But that's a good idea though. And yeah, don't forget, Linda's always looking for recipes. So if you have a good recipe, share it with Coach Linda. Either on Training Tilt, you can just put it in her pace group or email Coach Linda, or even just, direct, you can message her on here too on the Training Tilt also. But we're always looking for recipes, or send it to me and I can pass it on to her. And she put her email in the chat too, if you want it. But yeah, everyone can see the recipes. It's in your, you see here, it's in your content. It says recipes. It has a little leaf. I'm not sure where it would be for yours. Let me log out mine and then log in with Sean's, and then I can show you. Hers is a little, because then that's the runner side of it, and then we can see it that way. Okay. No, they can't see your password. They can see your username though. Sorry. They can hack in and run your mileage. You'll be under resources most likely. So resources, and you can see it right there. It's a little leaf that says recipes. So if Sean were to click on that under resources, it takes a little minute for it to load up, and then there they all are. Okay, and that's what we have so far. And like we said, we're always looking for more. We'd love to add them. Okay, and that way, yeah. Okay, so that's another thing we can throw out there. So good. So it's right under there under resources, recipes, and that's where you find the files I give you too. They're under shared files. Those are all my files too that I give you. That's where you're going to find everything: videos, recipes, all the docs. That's kind of why I like this, because even if you don't like to use the syncing part of it for the calendar, you at least can get the calendar on the app and see what you're doing each day with an explanation, and you can access recipes, videos, all of the docs in one spot. You don't have to fish through my emails that I used to send out. So this is definitely easier in that respect. You don't have to sync to the calendar, because I know that's some people were getting upset with that, saying they didn't like to do that, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to get on Strava, you don't have to sync it at all, but at least you have it all there. That's why I try to encourage people to get on Training Tilt, because you can still see everything even if you don't want to sync your Garmin or Strava to it. That's fine. But then you have the calendar and you can have the workouts explained in writing too, if for a day you can't make it. So it's all there for you. Okay. And it's on the app too. App's a little squirrelier than this, but I like the laptop version, but the app works decently. All right. What else? Anyone else got a question for me? Okay. All right. That's good. So let's get on that. And since we are doing that healthy kick with fruits and veggies, I'm glad you guys brought up the recipes and that, because that's what we have now. We can do the recipes and then give people some healthy options to add fruits and vegetables if they haven't yet. Okay. Anything else from all you wild and crazy people? No. It's pretty quiet out there today. Okay. All right. Well, we will see you on Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know whose group it is, but I will see one of these groups Saturday at Pacesetter Park, okay, for a run. And we'll have a great week. Weather looks to be not too bad. 70s again. I'll take that every day. All right, gang. Have a good Sunday. I will see you this week. And if I don't...
Hey, real quick, I had a quick question.
Quick question, sure.
I missed it. 2 mile repeats at the Perrysburg track?
Yeah, we'll be at the track, Herman.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, just got in here late.
No problem, brother. We'll be at the track. That's a good reminder, though, again, just in case anyone got on late. We're at the track again Tuesday and Thursday, not at the Hill or Fallen Timbers. All right, gang. Have a good Sunday and enjoy the week. And to all my teacher friends, good luck this week.
Thanks, Bob.
See you later.